Let's talk about Sweden. Sweden decides against recommending this thing for kids aged 5 to 12. I am not a medical doctor. I will never pretend to be a medical doctor, but I am a concerned citizen. So I have a right to have an opinion, but I won't tell anybody what to do. You make your own decision. That won't be me telling you to do one thing or another. I'm just sharing what Sweden decided to do. Sweden decided against recommending that thing for kids aged 5 through 12. Their health agency said this Thursday they argued that the benefits did not outweigh the risks in their opinion. This is a report from Reuters. So they looked at the science and came to a conclusion. I'm not saying it's the right one or the wrong one. I'm not claiming that. All I'm saying is a part of science, a part of life, is getting data. And I just talked about on the video making a risk-reward analysis, and you make a decision. That's what they're doing. That's what America's doing. I don't know who's right or wrong. There really is no right or wrong. You could look at the data from a pure utilitarian or collective mindset from the East and say if one life is saved, it's worth it. That's an opinion. I just want to make sure that it's okay that we all have different opinions. Here's a quote: "With the knowledge we have today, with a low risk for serious disease in kids," that's their opinion, this is not me, serious risk for serious disease in kids, "we don't see any clear benefit with them getting that thing." Health agency official Britta Brookholm told a news conference. So they're making their case to the people. She added that the decision would be revisited if the research changed or if a new variant changed the pandemic. So they're like, we're going to keep a mind open. Kids in high-risk groups can already get the V. So they're saying everybody's in a different situation. That's another reason why I would never make a blanket statement, and no one should be, about anything. I don't know your specific situation. So I like targeted approaches in general in life. I don't like taking a bat and making wide sweeping swings. Sweden's government on Wednesday extended restrictions. This is a separate issue, which included limited opening hours for restaurants and an attendance cap for indoor venues. So I'm not a fan of how they've handled everything, but they said for 2 weeks, they're hoping to remove them on February 9th. So nobody's perfect. No situation's perfect, but that's what we have. That's what they looked at the data and came up with. And I'm interested to hear I would like to hear what our public officials would say in response to that. Like if we have a different decision, is it okay for me to ask, why is the decision different? I'm not making any statements. I'm just asking, why would it be different? Let me share this clip here from I'm going to share from Fouchie. Fouchie has a different, we already can see that Fouchie has a different, I would say, take on this. Hopefully this plays through the audio here.
And the original data that was put forth, it looked like the dose and the regimen for the children who were 6 months to 24 months worked well, but it turned out that the other dose, namely the other group from 24 months to 4 years, did not yet reach the level of non-inferiority. So the studies are continued. It looks like it will be a 3-dose regimen. And the original data that was put forth, it looked like the dose and the regimen for the children who were 6 months to 24 months worked well, but it turned out that the other dose, namely the other group, from 24 months to 4 years, did not yet reach the level of non-inferiority. So the studies are continued. It looks like it will be a 3-dose regimen. And the original data that was put forth, it looked like.
So that's the take from Fauci there. So let me know what you think on that. It's just interesting to see another perspective from another country. So that's it for the Sweden take. My next one, I'm going to talk about the highlight one, Morgan Ortagus. Yeah, shocking. It shouldn't be shocking, but it was. Trump has had difficulties with endorsements. I will get into that next. Good evening, everybody. Mona Lisa, Chaos. Appreciate you. Thanks for the shout out. Decision should begin and end with the parents. I like that. 1, 2. This Justin said, I have a 2, 13, and 17-year-old, and my entire family will not. I don't know what YouTube said. I want to be careful. YouTube kind of messed me up on a similar type of thing, but my kids have a better chance of getting hit by lightning. That's his opinion there, and I trust parents. I will say this in a hypothetical. So I want to make sure that I doesn't get me in danger with YouTube. Forget about the real world. I'm talking about a fantasy world. Think about a make-believe planet. If you have a disease and there is a solution to that disease, I trust the people. If it's a great solution, people will be fighting each other to get it. You don't need a mandate. If something works that well, people will go get it.